Are they truly happy? I think most pet owners have asked ourselves that question once or twice before. And the good news is happy pets usually give us the answer to that question every day. The problem, many owners miss the signs because happiness in animals doesn't always look like we expect it to. So today I'm sharing 10 powerful signs that your pet is happy, thriving, and feeling safe with you. And some of these may surprise you. Some may be things that you simply take for granted, or hopefully they are things that you're already aware of and already cherish. Many of these things also give you an opportunity, to just realign yourself with intention and gratitude and celebrate the details and precious moments that we share with our pets. So welcome back to Next Level Pets, your home for all things related to living the best life you can with your pets, and also how to heal with purpose after they've left our lives. If you've ever loved an animal with your whole heart, then you belong here. All right, well, now let's begin. So sign number one, they can fully relax around you. One of the clearest signs of a happy pet is relaxation. Just being able to let go of all concern in their environment, their loose posture, their calm eyes, calm breathing, stretching out, falling asleep comfortably. Animals do not relax where they feel unsafe. So if your pet can truly unwind near you, that means that you've created emotional security. And that matters more than people realize. It's also a cue to your nervous system and your stress levels that it's a safe time to relax now. Okay, sign number two, they choose to be near you. Does your pet follow you from room to room? Do they lay nearby you while you work? Or, in many cases, do they lay on you while you work? Or you're trying to read something and trying to get something done? Do they sleep beside your bed or in your bed? Or do they share a bedtime with you? Our cats will gather in the living room or come find myself or my wife when it's time for bed, and that's not just habit, that's connection. Animals choose proximity, with those that they trust and they feel comforted by. Animals are happiest and healthiest in a family dynamic. And sometimes, love looks just simple and quiet. Sometimes it looks like, simply just staying close by. Okay, so sign three, they still show curiosity. Happy pets stay interested in life. They sniff, they explore, they watch birds, they look out windows, they investigate sounds. Curiosity is often a sign that the nervous system feels safe enough to engage with the world. A shut down pet often stops exploring. An emotionally healthy pet usually will stay interested. Okay. Sign number four, they play. This one's pretty obvious, but play is one of the purest signs of well-being. Whether it's the zoomies, whether it's bringing toys, some version of hide and seek or some version of tag, you're it, now come chase me, just random goofy energy. Play usually means that your pet has enough emotional and physical reserves to enjoy life. And we need this calm reminder in our lives, to not take ourselves too seriously, to be in the moment, to play, to smile, to laugh. Okay, sign five, they eat with normal enthusiasm. Now, every pet is different, but a stable appetite and a healthy interest in food often is a huge signal to well-being. Eating can be emotional and stressful, often impact appetite. So when your pet consistently enjoys meals and routines, that's often a very strong and positive sign. All right, so just quick question before we get on to the rest of them. What does your pet do that tells you they're happy? What cues and behavior do you watch for, or do you, participate in, regarding mood and needs of your animals? I would generally love to hear, any of your experiences down below in the comments, and, your answer and your experience may help another pet owner as well. So, all right, moving on. Sign number six, they sleep deeply around you. Sleep is vulnerable. Animals know this instinctively. So when a pet sleeps deeply near you or, on their side, belly's exposed, breathing heavily and, or running around in a dream. Um, that often means they trust their environment and that they trust you. So they feel safe and they feel that you are safe, importantly. Safe enough for them to turn off, protective mode and sentry mode and engage in rest and snore mode. And that's not small, that's a huge sign of peace in their world. Okay, sign number 7. They recover quickly after small stress. A doorbell rings, a loud noise happens, something unexpected, occurs. When they then can have the ability to regulate that and return to normal. This type of resilience often is a big indicator of emotional stability and a stable environment in a happy pet. I mean, happy pets still experience stress, but they just simply bounce back more easily. Okay, sign number 8, they greet you with genuine energy, whether subtle, or dramatic. Dog and cat owners know. Whether it's tail wagging, bright eyes, happy barks, or a volley of meows. If they're stretching, running over to you, rubbing their scent on your legs and through them and making you trip or fall over yourself. If they're eagerly investigating anything in any bags you've brought inside, or conducting a full sniff and smell report on what you've gotten yourself into while you've been, out of their purview, that greeting matters. It means your presence and that your return is associated with something positive. It's associated with comfort, safety, and love. Okay. Sign number 9, they show their personality. Happy pets become themselves, the goofy side, the sassy side, the affectionate side, the mischievous side, the weird little rituals that make them unique. When their personality shines, their personality quirks and all of it, confidence is usually present too, and security. Sign number 10, they have peaceful moments. This one gets overlooked the most. Your pet doesn't need constant excitement. Sometimes, happiness simply looks like resting in a big puddle of afternoon sunlight, watching whatever the daily business is in the backyard or any activity outside of a window. Just sitting beside you quietly on the couch or, on the bed, just relaxed and breathing calmly, being content and ordinary moments, and that may be the highest form of happiness, and security and comfort of all. So I hope all of these signs are part of your daily world and part of your bond with your pets, and that they are living the best life they can from the safety, the consistency, the care, the affection and the presence that you provide and share. And there's a very good chance your pet is happier than you think. Perfection is not required, but connection is. Often, the life your pet values most is simply the life that they share with you. So if this video has helped you at all understand and appreciate your pet better, then please, feel free to join the Next Level Pets community for more guidance on living, the best life possible with your pets. And if you've ever loved and lost a pet, we're here for that too. You can find more information on how to heal from pet loss grief with purpose and grace at, my website, nextlevelpets.love. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.